Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be an upcycle with me. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, and upcycling videos are my favorite kind of content to do, so I was excited to get this video recorded for you. I have also very kindly been sent a Tilswall spray paint gun. I have never used one of these before until this video, so this video is going to be an first impressions and sort of review of how I get on with it, because like I mentioned, I've never used one before. I've only ever used like spray paint, so I was very excited to receive this spray paint gun. As most of you know, it's currently the summer holidays, but we have actually not had hardly any sun for about 3 weeks. So yeah, I was itching to use it, but it took a little while before I could actually use it due to the weather. But I finally used it now. I'm going to show you how easy it is and how great the spray paint gun is. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be like a first impressions on this video. I also mentioned we are currently in the 6 weeks holidays, so you may hear the boys, but some of this video will probably be kind of like in a voiceover format, just because Oscar, bless him, is also currently got glue ear, so everything is just that little bit louder in my house at the moment. So yeah, I've managed to sneak away for 5 minutes to get this recorded, but you may hear them in the background as well. Enough of me waffling, let's get on with the upcycle, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. So this is how my hallway was looking. I felt like the table just needed a bit of a freshen up, but it all looked a bit too cluttered. I thought the picture was a bit too big on the wall, and yeah, the hats and everything were just bothering me under there, so I decided to do this little makeover on this area. Here is the spray gun. This is what the box looks like, and as you can see, it's quite a nice colour and a good size. The colour paint I used was French Chic in the colour Louf, and this is part of the Lazy range. So I literally just started by taking everything off the side and taking the table outside to give it a light sand and then to clean over it, just to remove any dust before I started painting. Unfortunately, the drawer didn't come out, but I just went ahead and removed the handles so that I could go ahead and get spraying. I added 500 ml of paint and then 100 ml of water and gave it a good mix. No judgment for the paintbrush. Because this was my first time using it, I wasn't sure how much would come out, so as you can see, I was giving it a really light coat to begin with. This actually reminded me of when I used to do spray tans when I was a beauty therapist. I was just doing it as light as possible. When I became a little bit more confident with it, I just went for it, and the coverage was so good. I was really worried about drips, but there was no issues with that at all, and you can see me in a minute getting a little bit more confident and giving everything a good spray. But as you can see, the coverage is so good, and I couldn't believe how quickly it covered the whole thing, and with like an even coat as well. It was just fantastic. So yeah, I was really pleased with how quickly it covered it and coated it. And then I just went around and touched up all of the little areas that needed doing, like the inside of the legs. And then I left it to dry and went over any areas that needed doing. This was the sky, so I had to quickly get back inside. It's actually a couple of days later now, and I have just quickly snuck upstairs because Jason's downstairs with the boys. He's getting dinner sorted, so I thought I would just update you on the table. Thankfully, I was able to completely finish spray painting the table. It didn't rain, but the sky did look a bit questionable as to whether it was going to or not. One thing I have noticed with the spray paint gun that is very different from if I use a paintbrush is it dries so much quicker with the spray paint gun than it does is if I use a brush. I normally don't tend to use a roller if I do my upcycles. I have in the past, but I am a paintbrush kind of girl when it comes to my upcycles, and it normally takes me about 3 coats of paint, depending on the type of paint that I'm using and what kind of furniture I have, as to whether I use a primer, because some paints I use have a built-in primer already, and this was already kind of is already wooden, so I didn't, and it already had a coat of paint on it, so I didn't think to put a primer on it. I just gave it a good clean and a light sand before I used the spray gun on it, so it didn't need as much prep as some of my other projects have needed. But yeah, I was definitely very impressed with how quickly it dried. I've left it now for a couple of days because I wanted it to completely cure, because now is the fun part, is I get to style it up, which is always my favourite part to do. Another thing I will just mention, I have invested in, is it a tarp? Is that how you pronounce it? Turpentine? Anyway, I don't feel like I'm making that up now, but hopefully you know what I mean. It's basically like a big bit of plastic, plastic sheet that I could put on the ground, because I apologise to you all, I might have stressed a few people out with how much went on my grass. My grass has since had a little haircut and it does look okay, but it did look like I'd started a small fire in the corner of my garden with the black spray paint. But yes, I have definitely invested in something now, so all of my future upcycles with the spray paint gun will be used on top of there, so I won't be ruining my grass. So I just thought I'd let you know about that. But now on to the fun bit, which is styling up the table.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart, and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe you don't wanna know, but you don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you, so maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts.
So I'm so happy with how it looks. I think it's just given a really, really nice finish all around. I'm really happy with how the handle looks. Let me know what you think about this door. I've slightly closed it because of my downstairs loo and you don't need to see that. But do you think I should keep this door white? Because I was debating whether to paint it and the door frame kind of like a greigey sort of colour. But yeah, I'm so happy with how the black looks. I think it finishes off really, really nicely, and I'm really happy with the photos on the wall as well. The baskets I think are a really nice touch and just give it a bit more warmth. But yeah, I'm obsessed with the colour. I think it looks a lot less cluttered on the side and it just looks a lot more classy. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. But yeah, let me know what you think about the door. Once we have converted our garage, that will be another room that I'm looking to decorate. But yeah, let me know if you think I should keep the door white or if you think I should do it kind of like a greigey sort of colour, because I think that would contrast with the black quite nicely. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the table. I am obsessed. I'm so happy with how it looks. I think that the colour change has made a really big difference. If you did like this video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up, just so I know that I can do more upcycle content and things like that for you. And if you aren't subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you would consider subscribing. I will make sure to put a link to the Tilswall spray paint gun down below, so if you want to check it out for yourself, you can. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.